think there needs to be an understanding that things have changed, especially in government, especially in the ministries. There needs to be an understanding at the level of the cabinet that there is a constitutional body that is meant to provide technical advice, which is the Commission on the Implementation of the Constitution. It is constitutionally mandated to do the work that it's supposed to do. There needs to be respect for that institution and respect for the process that was set up, which means that when they are advised that there is something that is technically unsound and that advice is sound, then that advice needs to be respected. Otherwise, we end up with statutes that result in double labor. If we have a statute that is passed and it's unconstitutional, then we're wasting everybody's time. What it means is that it will come out, somebody will go to court, they will challenge it, and it will have to come back to Parliament. I also would, in respect of vetting, like to see more respect for the principles regarding integrity. These principles are just as serious as academic qualifications. The problem historically in Kenya hasn't been that we didn't have people that had the correct academic qualifications. The problem has been a question of integrity. So Chapter 6 needs to be respected in respect of people who are being appointed to or elected to public office. I think from where the public sits, I would give the public a 9. Because I think the public has refused to go to sleep. I think there have been attempts to get the public to go to sleep, and the public just refuses to do that. From the perspective of the government, I think they're ranging somewhere in the area of 4. I think there's a lot that could be done better. I think that there is too much reversion to old ways of doing things, and too many attempts in some instances that are deliberate to avoid doing things in the right way. Some of the kind of things that are possible now is that we are beginning to restore confidence in our institutions. If you look at the judiciary, for example, the process by which our new Chief Justice, Honorable Dr. Willie Mutunga, has been appointed, and his deputy, Lady Justice Nancy Baraza, is a process which the public had a lot of confidence in. This is very important in terms of restoring the public's confidence in the justice system. If we can restore the public's confidence in the justice system, it will mean that people will not feel that they have to take matters into their own hands when they're dealing with issues pertaining to justice. So that, for me, is probably one of the biggest highlights of the implementation of the new constitution. One of the biggest threats is just old habits. We have people who are in positions of authority who are just used to doing things in a certain way, and I don't even think are deliberately undermining the process. I think it's just that they know that this is how things are done, and they just continue to do those things as if things haven't changed. That cultural change in terms of the way we do things, I think is taking time, and of course it will take time, but I think there needs to be more effort made towards people doing things properly. And then you have people who really didn't want the new constitution and who are deliberately doing things that undermine the constitution. For example, if you look at some of the legislation that has been mooted, some of the bills, you will see attempts to introduce things which were not achieved through preventing the new constitution coming in, so that you have clawbacks. What in law is known as a clawback, i.e. something has been given to you with one hand and then somebody takes it back with another. So you see clawbacks in the statutes, and I think it's very important to look at the bills that are being presented and make sure that they are actually consistent with the Constitution. It's important for all of us to stay vigilant and make sure that we respect the new constitution. There's a reason why those things are put there in the way that they are, and it does make a difference if people start tinkering here and there.